right, good afternoon, guys. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you had an amazing weekend. This is Tara with Tara Beth Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in mid-Missouri. And today we have a fun fold. You know, I love to do these card tutorials with a fun fold. And we're using the new Awash and Beauty suite that's available in the Stampin' Up! New annual catalog that just went live, golly, just last month. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful set. It's got True to Beauty stamp set. It has the Organic Beauty dies. And it also has this gorgeous DSP, the Awash and Beauty. You can tell here, all these papers are just gorgeous. So you're looking at your greens and your pinks and your blues. Absolutely stunning stuff. So I am going to get at it. It doesn't look like too many people have jumped on. If you jumped on, give me a shout. Let me know you're here. But we're going to get started on this fun fold. Hey, Rosie, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Okay, so what I've got is I've just got a small piece of basic, hey Karen, thanks for joining, of basic white. And so I am going to take this watercolored stamp set for the stamp with the flower on it. And so this is a distinctive stamp. So what you can tell by inking it up even, you've got two different tones. So this gives us that two-tone stamp with just one easy stamp. So look how gorgeous that is. A couple of different sets. All right, so then we're gonna do the rose with some polished pink. Okay, another tip here. So if you look at my polished pink, I don't know if you can see this in the camera or not. Yeah, you can a little bit. So you can tell that I've got some lighter areas. So this is one of those new, it's a fairly new stamp set. What I have done is I've taken my bone folder and I've just kind of pushed some of that ink back there so that I don't get too much ink and cause it to bubble. So I've seen a lot of people complaining about some bubbling. So that's just what I do. So every couple of days when I'm using my stamp pans, I just run that ink back. So I'm going to ink this one up. Once again, you can see how the ink is colored in a couple of different spots. And great, there we go. I didn't bring my cleaner in here. And then we're gonna do some fresh freesia on another one of those flowers, and then we'll die cut them. Oh, we'll make some leaves too. So do that, and there's some leaves here. All right, so I've got some fresh freesia. I need to bring another piece of basic white here. That's gonna work. I just grabbed some scraps. All right, so here we go. And then we'll shut that ink up and pull out the old olive. I've been here at home all weekend by myself. I haven't really known what to do with myself. I'm not used to having the house all to myself all weekend long. I would like to say I did absolutely nothing, but I cleaned so much that I'm about to fall asleep, I'll tell you. All right, so we're just gonna stamp a couple of these leaves. That way I have more if I want to feed it in. Okay, so I'm going to push my ink pads to the back, move my stamp sets over, and I'm going to pull out my mini cut and emboss. So the great thing about the mini cut and emboss is that it's a perfect size for traveling. Your plates sit right on the top, and I use it a lot. So I'm going to take out my Organic Beauty dies. So this set includes this gorgeous piece. That's great for a full card base. I absolutely love it. So I've got some cards coming on later on this week, I think, that are going to use that. So I use just a little bit of tape. This is Post-it tape that I just pull off of Amazon. And what you do is you just swirl around there and make sure that you're gonna have the right dimension or the right spacing. And then I'm gonna pull it out and give it a crank. I'm gonna move it over a little bit so I don't hit my stand there. All right. So we'll start out with, there's one flower and you just peel it right off carefully. Okay. I just stick it up at the top. That way I can reuse it again. Because I like to get more bang for my buck when I've got this stuff. Then we will set our platform back up. And so on this one, I'm going to have to do some turning and try to find out, oh, there it goes, exactly how it fits. Some of these dies you can give one turn and you're good. Some of them you've got to give 2 or 3 turns before you can find the right fit. And I use this tape just to steady it because sometimes once you put it in the machine, it shifts a little. And that's kind of a pain because then you have to re-stamp it and alright. Why are my comments not coming up, guys? I see, oh, there we go. Thanks, hey Amy, thanks Lori. Glad you like it. All right. Yes, it's perfect when you're traveling, this little cut and emboss machine. It is perfect for that sort of thing. All right, we're gonna give another tape down. We'll see, there we go. I knew I was gonna hit it. I did a reel for Instagram yesterday and it is shaky as can be, so I'm gonna have to work on a better setup here. I moved it to my daughter's room so it was out of the way, but I'm still gonna have to, I think, get some, my ring light went out this week. It's been quite a week for me. All right, there we go. And we'll call this one good. All right. All right, I'm gonna peel that off, stick it back on its, and you can see I sometimes just leave the tape right on the magnet so it's there when I need it. Okay, we'll set all of those to the side and we'll go ahead and start doing, well, we'll finish off with some stamping on the inside. And then, so I've got a piece of basic white that we're just gonna add one little simple sentiment to. So I think I'm still gonna use the same one. So you're a true friend. So this is a perfect all occasion card for you to use a little bit of polished pink and fresh freesia. And get up real good. I'm gonna give it a stamp here. Wonderful. And then I think I'm gonna take a little bit of polished pink and add it just to the corner because I'm always looking for a reason to stamp. Here we go. Okay, just right there in the corner, just a little peek. All right, so we're gonna take our liquid adhesive, and the reason that I'm using liquid adhesive over seal is because I like that little wiggle room time. I'm getting better with seal, but I still am gonna use that liquid adhesive every chance I get. Okay, so this is a piece of 8.5 by 2.5, I believe. Yeah, perfect. 2.5, and I have it scored at 4 1/4. And that's going to be our front flap. Okay. I have a piece of old olive that I am going to adhere some DSP to. So I'm just going to double check and make sure my dimensions are right. And they look good. Just a small amount of liquid adhesive. And we're going to put that on there, just causing that little bit of matting to go through. So we've got that nice peekaboo look with our old olive. I'm going to add this to the front of the card. And so here's our flap. And so this is a piece of Blackberry Bliss, and it is that 8.5 by, yeah, 2.5. Oh, I've already told you that. Okay. All right, we're gonna do some more layering for the front. So look at how gorgeous this paper is on the back. I'm almost sad to put glue on it, but we're gonna use that plaid because I like the subtle plaid for this card. So we're matting the DSP to a piece of old olive, and then we're gonna do that layer with a piece of Blackberry Bliss. So this is just a Blackberry Bliss panel at 5.5 by 4.25. And so I'm just making sure that my edges are the same all around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to the center. And so what I like to do here is kind of use my grid paper. There we go. I think that's about right. So this way I can see where I'm at. So here's my 8. It's going to be the middle. So that's 1, 2, yeah, 2 and 7, 1, 2, 2 3/4. So if I've got it at 8, kind of move it over. So I'm going to do from 7.25 to 9.25 to kind of make sure that I get that even on all sides. So I do think I'm going to use seal on this part, if I can find it, which I'd have it right here. Perfect. So this is just a little bit stronger adhesive. Remember to rock up when you get to the end. So let's see here. Where did I decide? All right. I think that's good enough. I'm just kind of eyeballing it there. Okay, so here's the card base, super quick. It's a fun fold that doesn't take a lot of time, which I like. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my flower die cuts and I'm gonna find a home for them. So I may play around with it a little bit. I think I actually like these on the bottom and then this in the center. Yeah, there we go. I think that's exactly how I had it in the other one, but I do like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull off my rose, and I'm going to liquid adhesive the Blackberry Bliss flower, and I'm gonna liquid adhesive the fresh freesia flower and lead them over to the side a little bit. I'm gonna take some Stampin' Dimensionals when I find them. There they are. All right. Now, when I do a flower like this, I really kind of put my Stampin' Dimensionals just very much in the center of my flower so that I have areas to put my leaves as well as a little bit of the bling I'm putting on there. All right, so there we go. Now, I'll take my tweezers and decide where I want to add my leaves at. So I know I definitely want one kind of right there. And it's okay if this overhangs because it's going to go in the, there we go, I like that. because it'll go over the envelope, and so it's okay if it overhangs on that side. Let's see here. Sometimes you just have to play with it. And it's okay to put that leaf over that flower. And then I think what I'm going to do is take my paper snips. There they are. And cut this one. And just feed it right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now once I found my placement and how I want to do it, I'm going to go ahead and add liquid adhesive. And there we go. My puppy's outside crying. She's wanting to come in the room. She's not sure why I'm in here without her. All right, there we go. And then I went ahead, this is the subtle shimmer paper that's in the mini catalog that's about to be retired. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to do pink or if I wanted to do the, it says it's pool party, but I think it's more of a shimmer white. So I think that the pinks clash too much, so I don't think I'm going to use the pinks. So I'm going to use my tweezers. And I better find out where I like stuff at first. There we go. I like that there. We'll feed that one right there. And I think I'm actually going to trim this one up a little bit, because I don't think I need quite that much. That way it can go in a little further. There we go. And then maybe one down there. We'll trim that one up too. All right, so using my tweezers, I'm going to put a little bit of liquid adhesive so we can feed it right down where I want it. There we go. We'll pull this one out. Give it a little bit of adhesive, and you can see, so those dimensionals, if you use too many dimensionals, you're not going to be able to feed that through the way you want to. And there we go. So that's all there is to the card. Super easy, lots of fun, gorgeous card with a perfect sentiment that you can send it to anybody for any reason. So let's do the envelope and we'll be done. All right, so I've got that matching DSP that I used on the side, but I want to go ahead and put a rose on the front. Thank you, Susan. Thanks for popping by. I appreciate it. All right, give it a good ink. Thanks, Rosie. Thank you. All right, we're gonna just put that on the side. There we go. Throw on a little liquid adhesive. And away we go. Line that up. Just do a quick trim. Oh, there she goes. There's probably a bird outside. All right. Just a quick trim. Here we go. There's the inside. Thank you so much for popping by. We'll see what I can come up next week with, and I will see you this time next Sunday. You have a great week. Thanks.